Hi, Conan. My name is David Kyle Johnson. I'm an assistant professor of philosophy at King's College in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. I'm a longtime fan. Your episodes of The Simpsons that you wrote, among the best there are. Your late night show got me through grad school. Your Tonight Show, 10 times better than Leno ever was. Your TBS show is even better. And I was thrilled when on your new TBS show you issued the "haha, I found an error" challenge, because for as long as I have watched you, you have made a mistake consistently that as a logician just bugs the hell out of me. And that is, you consistently misuse the phrase "begs the question." And I knew it'd just be a matter of time before you did it again, and then I could point it out to you. And you did it again this last Monday night, whenever you're doing the remote segment where you were calling the parents and grandparents of your staff members for advice on how to improve the show. Specifically, when you were leaving a message for Adam's parents, Lee and Loretta, you observed that the fact that their phone rings 160 times before their answering machine actually picks up begs the question, what's the point of even having an answering machine if the person calling grows a beard before it finally picks up? Hilarious. However, this misuses the phrase "begs the question." Begs the question is not a sophisticated way of saying raises the question. Now, I know you went to Harvard and you want to sound sophisticated, but as a Harvard alum, you should know better. My logic students know better. My freshman critical thinking students know better. So should you. Begging the question is a mistaken argumentation made when one assumes the truth of what they are trying to prove. As Ted Schick's How to Think About Weird Things, my favorite critical thinking textbook, puts it on page 49, begging the question: an argument begs the question or argues in a circle when its conclusion is used as one of its premises. So in other words, when one of your premises is or means the same thing as your conclusion. So for example, this argument begs the question: NBC screwed over Conan because they treated him unfairly. Well, in this context, screwed over just means the same thing as being treated unfairly. That's what it is to be screwed over, is to be treated unfairly. So this argument just repeats itself. It says the same thing twice. You were treated unfairly because you were treated unfairly. That's arguing in a circle. That's begging the question, right? Or if you don't like that example, maybe you think that being treated unfairly is slightly different than being screwed over, or maybe you're still legally obligated not to badmouth NBC. Take this as an example. This argument begs the question: demand for tickets to Conan's show is high because a great number of people want tickets to Conan's show. Well, what it is to be in high demand is for a great number of people to want something. That's just what it is to be in high demand, right? So the premise and the conclusion there are the same thing. They say the same thing. It's saying that tickets are in high demand because they're in high demand. The argument begs the question, right? It argues in a circle. You can look it up online, Google meaning of begs the question, logical fallacy, you'll see exactly what I mean. And you don't have to feel too bad. This is actually a fairly common mistake that people make. But hopefully, unlike others, you can exercise some intellectual humility, admit that you were wrong, correct your use in the future, and spread the good word about the proper use of the phrase "begs the question." Thanks a bunch, Conan. You are the best.